Okay. So we finished up to this 19 verses in Karma Yoga. And what we have comprised in that 19 verses is that Krishna said about the Lokasmin Vividha Nishta Pura Prokta Mayanaga. There we said about, I will share that one what we did before, that 2 parts of interactive session. Right? If you remember, he said about, so this is very important in that Karma Yoga chapter, what we said about the left hand side, the real Karma Yoga, which is for 99.9%, and this right hand side, the monastic life. And he explained this Karma Yoga only from verse number 4 to up to 16. Then the last 2, 3 were dedicated to this monastic life, because he said they are always going in the Atma Charati, because they are jnanis and they have nothing else to accomplish. That's what I said, no? Nahi Kasti, they don't expect anything from others. They are not giving, and nothing is expected from them to others. Okay, so the world is eco-balanced. That's what he said. Even, and they are really, that is why they are very less of them, because the other ones are interdependent, right from Deva, Chaturmukha, Brahma to everyone. And that is why he said the eco-balance system, the majority of them are this blue bucket. Now, today what Krishna is going to give is what we call as LokaSangraham. In the LokaSangraham, you see this particular pentagon here. This is what we are going to concentrate on. That is why I wanted to give you this background. So what Bhagavan want to create, focus here from going onwards, this is called LokaSangraham. The literal meaning being beneficial to the entire world, living as a living example, as a mentor. And they are a jnani. So this person, Karma Yoga, is also a jnani. The monks who have lived, they have also become a jnani. But post jnani, post having become a jnani, they continue to live. The only difference is the Karma Yogi lives as a mentor, himself continuing that karma, whatever he's doing, continuing the karma. But very important to understand is, we should not use the term Karma Yogi. The reason being, the Karma Yogi means he is doing it with the yoga as a purpose for his Atma Shuddhi, for Jnana Prapti. Whereas he has already had the Jnana Prapti. So if he has already had the Jnana Prapti, he is still engaged in karma. That is what Krishna is going to explain here, why he is also engaged still in karma. Whereas a rishi or a muni or a saint, a monk, when he has attained a jnani, then he teaches to the disciple. Then he is also doing a different type of a LokaSangraham. Actually speaking, both are doing a similar type of LokaSangraham. One is doing as a living example, not wearing a saffron orb or having any ashram or anything. He still maybe engaged in his 9-to-5 life, or maybe in his in a different walks of life as a person, maybe within the family, but he is more like and he also attains mukti, and he also attains mukti. So that's what Krishna wants to stipulate here, or to give people, saying that, look, this karma yogam itself, you get a jivan mukti. Jivan mukti means in this birth, as we live, we attain that moksha. And that LokaSangraham is what Krishna is going to explain further in this shloka going forward. So in this shloka, what Bhagavan is going to say now, let us go through that one by one. These are only about 5-6 verses. We will do that. These 6 verses, from verse number 20 to 25, what we will cover: 20, 21, 23, 24, 25. These the 5 or 6 slokas, yeah, 6 I will cover, 26 as well, is what is going to be defined as the LokaSangraham. Okay, so okay, Srividya, can you just chant after me, please? Can you unmute? Okay. Karmanaiva hi samsiddhim.
Karmanaiva hi samsiddhim. Karmanaiva hi samsiddhim.
Asthita janakadayah.
Asthita janakadayah. Asthita janakadayah.
LokaSangrahamevapi.
LokaSangrahamevapi. LokaSangrahamevapi.
Sampashyan kartumarhasi.
सम्पश्यन् कर्तुमर्हसि सम्पश्यन् कर्तुमर्हसि
Okay, fine, very good. Thank you. So, as the word LokaSangraham begins with this verse 22, 25 will be termed as LokaSangraha Vivaranam. Okay. So, what Krishna is saying, look, Arjuna, this karma, whatever we are engaged in a action, is a continuous journey. And of course, initially when we did the karma yoga, like yagyartat karmano yatra, like, for Ishvara Arpanam and everything, and after becoming a jnani, this karma yogi, who was a karma yogi? That is why we said, when Swami Vivekananda went to, USA and went around the world and did the great works, those works are called like a LokaSangraham. That is not like a karma yogi, because he is already a jnani. Once he has become a jnani, there is no karma yogam left. There is nothing that is there for him to achieve. They have become a purna jnani. But even then they go on and do everything for the world. That is called a LokaSangraham. So Krishna is saying, but there are living people as a Kshatriya, Janakadayaha means people like the king Janaka. Adaya means in Tamil like Mudaliyor, that is those such people, like people as like Janaka king, who are Kshatriya, because Krishna is giving the example as Janaka because he was a Kshatriya. And Janaka, and then he also includes in that Ashwapati. See, Janaka, King Janaka, as you know, he was Sita's father. He was such a detached person in his life, though he was a king. He was himself teaching other rishis. He was that type of a Janaka, great jnani. Okay, and Ashwapati, there is another king, it also comes as Ashwapati. Who is Ashwapati? Ashwapati is Kaikeyi's father, or Dasharatha's father-in-law. So you see, Dasharatha's father-in-law also was a jnani, Rama's father-in-law also was a jnani, or Rama's father-in-law and his maternal grandfather, both were great jnani, and they both were performed everything as a LokaSangraham. So these kings, Kshatriyas, this Janakadeha, what did they do? He indeed, karmaneva means karmana eva, by performing their actions alone. Karmana eva, by performing these actions alone, what did they achieve? Samsiddhim astitaha. This samsiddhim means that jnani, purna jnanam. Purna jnanam astitaha. They have attained all their goals of the life, moksham. Moksham prapnuvanti. Moksham praptaha. So these people who have attained this moksham, and not only that, after having attained the moksham, they continue to do karma. How? Number 7 and 8. LokaSangraham sampashyan. Having clearly seen this world needs further of their mentorship. Having seen sampashyan, having very well seen that the world requires them still. Though they may not require the world because they are becoming jnani, but having seen the world required them, they continue to perform their karma as just for the sake of the world, completely detached for the welfare of the peace of the world. Okay, and sampashan, and then we have to add one more. So what Krishna is saying, number 9, api means twamapi. You too, Arjuna, twamapi kartum, to do this karma yogam, evam arhasi. Follow the footsteps of Janaka and Ashwapati. Try to follow the karma yogam, and then you will attain the Jivan Mukti in this birth, and then you will continue to do that actions because of the LokaSangraham. Twamapi. So this means twamapi kartum eva arhasi. You are also qualified to do, and thus you must go and engage in the karma yoga. And why that LokaSangraham is so important? See, that's what there is a thing, where person who has attained a Jivan Mukta, even then they continue to do for two reasons. If the great monks, if after attaining Jivan Mukta, if they all suddenly fly away, there won't be any Guru Sishyas. Similarly, a karma yogi who is doing that, the blue bucket people, if they are not there, today you will not have that karma yogam going on. Because it is, and they will also can't finish that prarabdha karma. So what happens, the next one? So Sumati ji, you can chant after me. Yat yata charati.
One doubt.
Sorry?
One doubt.
Please.
LokaSangraham is exactly what? For the good of the society. LokaSangraham.
LokaSangraham means for the Lokanam, for the world, Sangraham, for their eco-balance and for the welfare and prosperity. Sangraham.
Well-being.
Sorry?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well-being, or you can say like that.
Yeah, well-being
for
and for the sustenance.
Society.
Sorry?
Welfare.
Yeah, welfare. Yes, welfare.
Okay.
LokaSangraham. Yeah, no problem. Because what happens is when they were doing the for example, our acharyas and everybody, now they are doing daily puja. They don't need to do puja for themselves. They don't need to do anything, but they are doing this purely for the LokaSangraham. And Krishna is going to say that now more. Why these things are so important that we should observe, see these people. That means we have to be so aware to look what is around these people who are true teachers in the true walks of life. So Krishna says, okay, it's chant after me, Sumati ji. Yadyata charati sreshtaha. Your mic is a bit slow. Yeah, mic, I think volume, we are not able to hear. I don't know, it may be me or...
It could be an issue.
Now better. Yadyata charati sreshtaha.
Yadyata charati sreshtaha.
Now good.
Charati sreshtaha. Is it okay?
Now it's very good. Tattadevetaro janaha.
Tattadevataro janaha. Tattadevetaro janaha.
Sayat pramanam kurute.
Sayat pramanam kurute. Sayat pramanam kurute.
Lokastadanu vartate.
Lokastadanu vartate. Lokastadanu vartate.
Okay. So now Krishna is again giving more example. These people who are doing LokaSangraham, they are all Sreshtaha. Sreshtaha means they are great men, Mahatma, superior people who have attained this jnani. Such people are indeed what Krishna says, Shreshtaha, yat acharati, yadyata charati. Yat acharati. Whatever the path, whatever steps they take, charati, yatyata patam acharati, whatever steps they take and move about, that is why acharati, that's why acharyas is called acharati, ashrunoti, that we follow their footstep. That even the word acharya comes from the word acharati, yat acharati, ashrunoti. We follow their footstep. So yat acharati, and number 4 and 5. Okay, number 4. Itaraha janaha. The people in this world, all the people in the world, number 6 and 7, tat eva. We need to say, Shreshtaha yat acharati, itaraha janaha, tat eva. However, they follows, the people are similarly only like that. Like, there is a Subhashitam, yata raja, tata praja. Same thing, yata sreshtaha, tata janaha. That is why such people are really very important. For they perform such amount of mentorship. And just by them following that footsteps, even though they may not be interested that they need to have thousands of people following them or giving them any praise, even as they follow, they create that kind of an atmosphere in this whole world. And there could be so many Mahans today, everywhere throughout the world. They could be anywhere in the world. And such people are the one who are keeping this balance of this good society happening. And they are jnanis, these people. That's what Krishna says. They are great Mahan. And Krishna says, and such people, when they also do these steps, sayat saha yat pramanam kurute lokaha tad anuvartate. Now, pramanam word is very important, right? Pramanam, say for example, for all of us, our eyes are our first pramanam, meaning to say instrument of knowledge. Pramanam means really instrument of knowledge. So our eyes are instrument of knowledge, our ears are instrument of knowledge, everything. All the jnanendriyam, that's why it's called jnanendriyam. They are the first tools of our jnana. So these ones, we observe, we listen to them, we hear them. And when these people, not only their acharanam is a pramanam, but what they do also, this is very important here, because what he says is, they don't say that, look, I am walking this life, so I am the pramanam myself. But they also say that, look, I am doing this because this is how said in scriptures or everything. Now, you will have to just keep this in mind when we go to chapter number 17, Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga. Because there, 16th chapter, the last verse, Krishna finished, karyam tasmat shastram pramanam te karya vyavastito. Krishna says, because Arjuna is confused. So Krishna says in chapter number 16 end, tasmat shastram pramanam. He says the shastras are the ultimate source of authority for doing yet what to do and what not to do. Then Arjuna says, oh my lord, the scriptures are so many. How can we know and read and then to know what is, then what about my Shraddha? That this sloka is the answer. The pramanam comes there also. He says, if you have that kind of a Shraddha with the Sattvika Bhavam, then you would automatically see these people. And these people also, when they follow, they don't say that, look, as I am doing, I am the example. They also quote that particular scriptures, our Vedas, and then they say, look, I am following this because this is what it is said. I am following these footsteps because this is as per the Shastram. So the easy way for us to get this pramanam is through, like for our parents, elders, the people. So all of them forms the easy source of pramanam, and that is why Krishna is also indirectly saying sahayat pramanam kurute. Whatever they say that this is their source of their authority, lokaha, the whole world, tat anuvartate, that they also follow that very easily. So anuvartate means very easily they are able to follow. That they may not be able to read everything. Say, for example, I will tell you one very easy practical thing what I have know of. See, in this COVID time, right? COVID times, there were so many people who passed away. Now, this became a lot of dharma thing, but lot of people are not able to do the proper last rites. This is a very recent example I'm telling you. People were not able to go and see, even if forget about, see, for me also happened the same thing. I was here, my father passed away. Neither myself nor my brother could go, and this is our duty to perform. And what at that time, our Sringeri Acharya said to the whole world at the time is, look, you don't have to worry, because he knows this is not a problem for one or two people, this is for millions of people which was having throughout the world. All that you have to do is make a darbar and invoke your father or your mother in the darbar and do all the karyam here, and the whole thing, it is as if you have gone on there. And we did in the banks of Paramata River with butter, with having a darbar as my father, and then doing everything, dahanam and everything. And we had complete faith in that because it came from the words of our Acharya. So that is what I'm saying here also. That such people, such acharyas, when they acharati, they give you that pramanam at a time when we will not know what to do. We may be so repentful. Oh God, how can I do? But they give you that one, because that means what it is also indirectly implying is such at any time one can do that acharanam of that one in that particular situation when we follow those people or elders who can give you that advice. That's all what Krishna is trying to say, that lokaha tatu anuvartate, that people are able to then follow and then abide by those particular karma. Understood? No. So then Krishna then says, okay, Nandini ji, you may want to chant after me, please. Name parthasti kartavyam. Nandini ji, please. This one, 22. Name parthasti kartavyam.
न मे पार्थास्ति कर्तव्यम् न मे पार्थास्ति कर्तव्यम्
Trishu lokeshu kinchana.
त्रिषु लोकेषु किञ्चन त्रिषु लोकेषु किञ्चन
Nanavaptamavaptavyam.
नाना
No, nanavaptama.
नानावाप्तमवाप्तैवम्
No. Nanavaptamavaptavyam. Nana. Tama vaptavyam.
नानवाप्तमवाप्तव्यम्
Vartaye vacha karmani.
वर्तयेव च कर्मणि वर्तयेव च कर्मणि.
Okay. Now, see, this is a very beautiful thing from Gita. We observe these particular verses, We often see that is what it is very much related to verse number 21. When we talked about that kind of a people who are mentor, what do we then do? Hey, which mentor do I know who is a karma yogi, who is a jnani, whom I can follow? Is he in Parramatta, wherever is he? Is he in Chennai, Hyderabad? Do I know anyone here? You start searching around, right? If I can get one fellow, somebody here, somebody like that, I can ring him up. I can do a WhatsApp call and ask him. But often what we miss is there is somebody very next to us that we have not followed in our life. It is there. So here you see, for same thing for Arjuna, because we all put our place in Arjuna. The Arjuna could have straight away seen this in Krishna, who is a great yogi who is sitting next to him. So again, Krishna is then quietly pointing him. Look, Arjuna, because it is as if Arjuna is looking for any such king, Oh, who is that Janaka? So Krishna is telling him, hey, Arjuna, don't worry. Look at me. I'm also a Kshatriya. I'm standing here. You can look at me. We have seen so many great people, Their father has been a great Pandita, or the person is living in Kasi, but he's only daily having a shower at home or having from the bucket at home, but not able to go. You ask that fellow from Benares, how many times you have a dip in Ganga? You'll say, I make others dip, but I go home and have a dip and come. That's what happens. So here, Krishna, what he says, in that same context, hey Partha, look at me. Hey Partha, Trishu lokeshu, number 3 and 4, Trishu lokeshu, kartavyam, number 5, number 6, kinchana, number 7, na, number 8, asti. Hey Partha, Trishu lokeshu kinchana kartavyam na asti. Oh, so you just get a drama of that, So Arjuna is looking at Krishna saying, look at me. I've got nothing to achieve, to do as a duty in this all three world ever. But how is Krishna standing? In the Bhagavad Gita, in the Gita thing, he has got that Jnana Mudra for Krishna, for Arjuna to do, and on the other hand, he is giving that thing, right? Prapanna parijataya totra vetraika panaye, right? Prapanna, he is doing this way. Totra vetraika panaye. In the other one, he has got that whip. He has got the whip because he is doing the duty as a charioteer. And in the other hand, he is doing Krishna for Arjuna, the Gita Sambodhanam. So he has not forgotten the duty of, so he is multitasking. Krishna. And at the same time, he has not forgotten his duty as a charioteer, and he has also not forgotten the duty to give that advice and the jnana to Arjuna, who is in such a confused state. If you look at him, he has not dropped that whip up to the end of that one. How long he must be holding? Huh? So now saying Trishulekesha Kinchana, and still I'm doing the duty as a charioteer and a guru and to teach you everything and sustaining the whole world. Then you see the number 9, avaptavyam. Avaptavyam means for me anything to be attained. Aptavyam, avaptavyam, both are same. Aptavyam means that which is I have to get something, which something you don't have, that you have to get. Aptavyam. So we say jnanam aptavyam, I have to get the jnanam. So here avaptam is also same thing. Anything to get. And number 10, anavaptam. That I don't, that which is not attained. Because one is you have to attain something, and anavaptam, that if I have not attained, that means he's attained everything. Everything is attained. And there is nothing that he has to attain. Avaptavyam, anavaptam. Na. Sorry, 11 and 12. Ta, na. So that's one sentence. Avaptavyam, avaptam cha, na. Then you can put na asti. Me na asti. There is nothing that I have to gain or nothing that I have not gained that I have to worry about. Then he says, tatapi, then not that tatapi is not here. Tatapi karmani evacha varte. So there are 3 lines here. One is Krishna is saying, hey Arjuna, look at me. For me in the 3 world, there is nothing that I have any duty to perform. And number 2nd line is actually 2nd word, sentence in this is, there is nothing that I have not attained or there is that I have yet to attain. But then also tatapi, that tatapi is not here. Tatapi means even then, that put that as number 13 or something. Number 13, karmani evacha varte. This varte means atmanipal. Varte. Then also I am engaged in the action. Engaged in the action at this time. So it's just the teaching is happening in the present tense. These actions are happening. Is LokaSangraham is happening in that present tense. So Krishna is saying, I am myself also like a Janaka Deha. And I am also doing the same LokaSangraham now. I am myself an example to you as I am teaching you the LokaSangraham. This kind of Acharya, see, these are all places in Bhagavad Gita where Krishna sets his epitome as a guru. That is why he is called Jagat Guru Nam Jagat Guru. These are verses which it puts Krishna in that opposed scalar as a teacher that we find in any other. So then next one. Kalpana ji, you can chant after me, please. Yadi hyaham na varteyam.
Yadi hyaham na varteyam.
Very good.
Yadi hyaham na varteyam.
Jatu karmanya tandritaha.
Jatu karmanya tantritaha.
Very good.
Jatu karmanya tantritaha.
Mama vartmanu vartante.
Mama vartmanu vartante. Mama vartmanu vartante.
Manushya partha sarvashah.
Manushya partha sarvashah. Manushya partha sarvashah.
Very good. So this 22, 23, 24 is Bhagavan Sri Krishna's own LokaSangraham. So what Krishna is again saying, that why his LokaSangraham action is so important for the sustenance of the world. So he says, he means indeed, Aham means he Aham. He indeed Partha, because number 2, Partha, this one, hey, indeed, because you know what, because Partha, Jatu, at any time, Jatu, at any time, number 4, Aham Atandritaha. Atantritaha means alasaha in Sanskrit. But tantritaha means one who is very lazy, inattentive. Atantritaha means very attentive. Tantritaha means inattentive. Atantritaha means very attentive, very vigilant. Absolute vigilance. Alasaha. So analasaha. Analasaha. Alasaha means chomberi. Analasaha, like, absolute vigilance. So atantritaha is equal to analasaha. So is so vigilant. I am so vigilant. Atantritaha. Karmani, in action. Yadi. Number 8 and 9. Navarteyam. He partha jatu aham atantritaha karmani navarteyam. Yadi navarteyam. If at all, if I'm not vigilant in all this action while I'm doing, we know what will happen. He says, number 9, number 9, varteyam. Number 10, manushyaha sarvashaha. All these people here, not only manusha, the whole world, birds, everything, birds, ant, everything, manushyaha sarvashaha. Varshaha. Mama vartma anuvartante. Okay, because indeed I am following this path so vigilant, in action, because I'm engaged. All men, manushyaha sarvasha, yadi aham, yadi na vartayam, if I'm not engaged, okay, then all these manushyaha na anuvartante. Mama vartma anuvartante. All men then will not, the path they will not be able to follow. So Bhagavan says, look, I am myself doing this acharanam as a action with complete vigilance. And he goes one more, says, and that if this is one, if he's doing is one, what has happened to the people, and then he says what are more calamities will happen. Oh, okay, so again, Shankarji, can you chant after me, Chandrasekhar or Maithiliji? Utside yurime lokaha.
Utsideyurime lokaha na kuryam karma chetaham.
Very good. Parallel. That's okay.
Sankarasya jakartasyam upahanyam ima prajaha.
Very good. So the previous one, I think you was a bit not clear in that. So what Krishna says, if that is the negative here, if I don't follow the actions with vigil and alertness, my followers, people who are there, who are following, all the Manushya also will not follow with vigilant attentiveness. They will also become lazy, or they will not become in a vigilant way of doing the actions properly. Okay, and not only that, he's saying for more. Number 1, aham, karma. Where is it one? Aham karma. This karma is LokaSangraham karma. Aham karma na kuryam chet. Number 5. Aham karma na kuryam chet. Kuryam is vidiling. So if chet is again like a if I do not perform this LokaSangraha action, very simple. If I don't perform this LokaSangraha action, and one more is saying, ime lokaha utsideyuhu. Ime lokaha utsideyuhu. Utsideyuhu mean vinashyeyuhu. They will get completely destroyed. If I don't, that is aham karma, this LokaSangraha karma. Karma here means LokaSangraha karma. Na kuryam ched ime lokaha utsedeyuhu. Meaning to say, vinasyeyu. If I don't do these actions of LokaSangraham, the whole world will go into such a calamity, they will all fall apart. And also, he's doing one more. Cha Sankarasya. This word, do you remember where it came before? Any one of you remember? Sankarasya?
Chapter 1, Sankarasya Kartasyam.
You remember Arjuna said, if we do this war, all the caste unmixture will happen. Strishu, Dushtasu, Vashneya. He said, all the things will happen. The whole world will go into turmoil. Whereas Bhagavan is saying, here, now see, if we don't do this war as the LokaSangraham Karma Yogam, then only this will happen. You see that answer for chapter 1, what Arjuna was blabbering, Krishna has given an action reply here in this chapter number 3, verse number 24. If I don't do this, then Sankarasya, that Sankarasya means this admixture of all these one. Because why has also started as a Kshatriya, I am doing this one. Sankarasya Kartasyam. I would have been the cause of that kind of a whole disorder in this Kartasyam. You can take it as disorder now because there are no Kshatriyas or anything. So in this one, you can say a complete disorder of a one Kartasyam. Karta. So Karta, now we'll do one more. Karta, and then Imaf Prajaha Upaganyam Syam. Syam means, it will happen. It's a potential case. So what he says, Imaf Prajaha, all these people, okay, all these people in the one, Upahanyam. Upahanyam means together will be destroyed. Hanyam means together. Upahanyam, they will get destroyed. And that means Upahanyam means I will be the cause for their destruction. If I don't do this, generations and generations will be lost. So that is what Krishna is saying here for the as a thing. And one more he is going to say for a LokaSangraham, the last one. We will finish that with that today's class. Okay. Who wants to say? Kalpanaji, would you want to please chant, please? Okay. Sakta karmanya vidvamsaha.
Sakta karmanya vidvamsaha.
Very good.
Sakta karmanya vidvamsaha.
Yatha kurvanti bharata.
Yatha kurvanti bharata. Yatha kurvanti bharata.
Kuryat vidvams tatha saktaha.
Kuryam vidvam. Kuryad
Vidvam.
Tata saktaha.
You're doing good. Once more, please. You're doing good.
Kuryad vidvam tata saktaha.
Tikirshur LokaSangraham.
Ikishur LokaSangraham.
Very good. Very good.
Ikishur LokaSangraham.
Okay. So again, Krishna says how this LokaSangraham action is being performed very silently by these people who are jnani, karma yogis who have become a jnani. They are doing it in a very silent manner, as if they are engaged in the worldly order. And how they are doing, so Krishna is saying, see Arjuna, hey Bharata, karmani saktaha. Karmani saktaha means the people who, saktaha means attached. Asaktaha means not attached, right? So, asaktaha means very much attached. Okay. So karmani saktaha, the one that were so much attached in actions, and they are people who are, this year is a good karma. Okay. So what he's saying is that karmani for me, I want to have my, everything for the more and more of karma palam. So these are the sakama karma people who are doing that. Okay. So karmani saktaha, and then number 4, these termed as avidvamsaha. So karmani avidvamsaha means karmani Avidvamsaha. So there are two words here, and this one is karmani plus avidvamsaha. So these people who are karmani saktaha, they are avidvamsaha, meaning to say they are not become a jnani. There's no nindana here. He's not saying, oh, they are bad or something. He's saying, look, they're rightfully doing the karma, but they are attached to actions because the putra, that moham is there, and they are doing. But they are avidvamsaha. They haven't still evolved to be like a. When they say vidwan here means not this scriptural knowledge vidwan, the jnani. They haven't attained the atma jnanam. This vidvamsaha means. Okay. Vidvamsaha yata kurvanti. How they are doing this action, because that saktam, that sakta in the karmani has making them doing more and more and more and more and more, million after million, yeah, 1 million, 10 million, 15 million, 20 million, 100 million, billion. So, but then it is still putting them into good amount of thing. Yata vidvamsa yata kurvanti. And also, but in the similar manner, this number 7 is asaktaha. So I'll just do the splitting the sandhi because they're very long. Kuryat vidwan asaktaha. So here kuryat vidwan asaktaha. Sorry, kuryat vidwan tata asaktaha. Kuryat vidwan, then tata asaktaha chikirshuhu LokaSangraham. One word. So that are the words here. So what he's saying here is number 7 is asaktaha. Tata asaktaha, that is one. Asaktaha, that is a saktaha. Here is asaktaha, that which is not attached. This asaktaha, vidwan, jnani, jnani who has attained that atma jnanam. Asaktaha vidwan LokaSangraham chikirshuhu, because they are so what can I say, so interested or so concentrated on for the LokaSangraham chikirshuhu, tata kuryat. So people who have now become a jnani, how they are engaged in the karmani, you also be engaged in the karmani, but the only difference is you are LokaSangraham chikirshuhu tata kuryat. But these people are asaktaha. So this is again is the pramanam for all those jnanis. Like why? So when we say that why these jnanis have to do, is it optional? Means no. It is they're doing this because they know this particular one, that they themselves should not be the cause for a calamity in the world. And so they are doing it so importantly with only one motive, LokaSangraham. Chikirshuhu tata kuryat. It's a kind of a one. In fact, this one is not even Nishkama Karma Yoga, because Nishkama Karma Yogi also is in the Karma Yogi, but he has gone beyond the Nishkama Karma Yogam. This is a LokaSangraha Yogam. Even I won't say LokaSangraham, that's it. Because yoga is only for the person who needs to become the jnani. They have gone beyond that. So so you understand, no? So how the people who are attached in the karmani with the palan, they are constantly engaged in the action. So these jnanis too, Janakadeha. So Arjuna, for you to, when you become a Jivan Mukta with the karma yogam, LokaSangraham chikirshuhu tata asaktaha, you are a vidwan, karma kuryat. LokaSangraham kuryat. This is a kind of an order, kuryat. So you understood? I think with that we will finish for today. Any doubt in this LokaSangraham? So these 20 to 25, 6 verses are the complete gist of LokaSangraham, which is the post-karma yoga, which is, as I said, this portion. All that is explained today is this pentagon, this LokaSangraham of this place. So if you keep this place in the mind and that follow this 20-25 slokam, then you know what the context of that person is. And we'll have no doubt. Any doubt in this one, or shall we finish for today? Okay, we have all become jnanis. That's good. Om Tat Sat iti Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Karma Yogo Nama Tritiyo Dhyayah Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Om Tat Sat. Om Gita Mahadhyam Dharo